Hello, how are you today? Welcome back to the Frankfort Report. It has been a while. I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here again. I'm glad you forgave me. If you didn't, well, I don't know what to say, but it is June 13th and things are changing. Once again, the world has gone absolutely mad. I needed a break. I had such a crazy 6 to 8 weeks. I can't even begin to describe how much shit I got done, how much shit I had to get done, and how intense it was. But as usual, I got her done. And now I feel like I deserve a break. And I do. It's true. I deserve a bloody vacation. And you know what? I have one booked. Thank God. So just in case this show wasn't spotty enough, it will get even spottier. It sounds like one can get a PreCon for cheap in the next few years. It does sound like that, doesn't it? Plasma 1337X. Interesting that those were your first words other than gay. So thank you for that. We appreciate you being here and your support throughout the years or months of you saying gay all of the time. I don't understand it, but it does intrigue me, quite honestly. Thank you. Thank you for being here and adding that layer to things. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're here to talk about, I guess, PreCon inventory, right? We're all here to talk about PreCon inventory. Is that the case? Are we only here to talk about real estate with me? Because it's such a bummer. I got to tell you, it's such a bummer to only have people want to talk about real estate, for God's sakes. I mean, how much can somebody fucking talk about real estate? That's all I do. My whole day is real estate. Real estate, real estate, real estate. And why? I don't know. It's not fun. Well, sometimes it's fun. Right now, some parts are fun, but the last few weeks were far from fun. But, I was sitting around today and I was like, oh my God, it feels different. I feel calm. I feel like there's nothing really going on. I feel like I could do nothing today. But I couldn't, because that's just not me. I am not a do nothing kind of guy, right? I mean, we are in some form of crisis, aren't we? We got to be in some form of crisis at the moment. I mean, we're either in a supply crisis or a lack of, we have an oversupply crisis now. We don't have a lack of supply crisis. That's for damn certain, right? We have lots of supply right now, right? Lots of stuff on the market. Oh, excuse me. That's horrific. How did that happen? Lots of stuff coming on the market soon. Lots and lots of people having a tough time, and more of them having a tougher time. And this is just kind of like where we are in things, I suppose. I mean, I was kind of hoping that this would be over by now, but I just don't see it. There's some people that actually do think that this is coming to an end soon. But the numbers are staggering. I mean, maybe you saw the thumbnail. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you don't give a shit about the thumbnail. I hope you don't give a shit about the thumbnail, but the reality is you probably do, because that chart is fucked. Why don't I bring it up so that, we're all talking about the same thing? Let's see. Hopefully I did that right. I am rusty. I am quite rusty. Here we are in my shrub. And guys, if you haven't yet, go check out shrubs.me and go get yourself a free account, 2.5 gigabytes of free cloud storage, among all kinds of other things. What was I talking about? Right, the PreCon chart. Okay, let's go into this branch here, and let's open up this image. Okay, can you see what I see? I think you can. Is this horrifying? or what? Now, have I covered any of the chart? I don't think I have, so that's good. Okay, so what are we looking at here, everybody? Figure 1. Okay, since there's only one figure, I'm guessing that this thing in the middle is it. Toronto has a record high number of months of supply for pre-construction condominium apartments. Wow, right? Like record high of months of supply. And I mean, it's not a record by just a little bit. And it seems to me like, okay, if we look here, okay, look, the record was here, okay? If we drew a line across here, which I can't do, actually, what if I took this here, okay? Let's see. No, you can't see that. That didn't even make sense. I held up a piece of paper to my screen, and that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. But okay, look, right here, okay? Like, it's around here, 20-something months of inventory. And that seems crazy, because that's like almost 2 years. Maybe this thing hit the 2-year mark. But then, boom! It's like it just all got added at the same time. Look at this. So this is a few years here. 1, 2, 3. Is this 4 years? 21. Half of 21. All of 22. All of 23. This is like 2 3/4 years. Did I do that right? I don't know. Anyways, 2 3/4 quarters. What the hell am I talking about? Anyways, look at this. All of a sudden, it went from like, whoa! Whoa! It went like crazy here. Like, if you turn this over, it'd be just as scary, I would imagine, I guess, depending on what it was representing. Okay, so but right now it's representing the number of months of supply. So they're saying we got about 58 months of supply. That's more than 4 years. That's more than 4 years of supply. Now, why is this important? Why is this important, class? The source is Urbanation, okay? And it's probably fairly close, okay? Months of inventory. Now, what does anybody out there, anybody in the class know, okay? Does anybody in the class know how we come up with months of inventory? Does anybody know how we come up with months of inventory? Can you tell me? Anybody there? Hello? Are you there? Okay. Well, the way that they come up with months of inventory is they take the amount of inventory and they divide it by the amount of sales, right? The amount of, I guess, recent sales, current sales, last month's sales, I think it is. So we take the current inventory, we divide it by last month's sales, and we get months of inventory. So what happens when, your inventory ramps up like crazy and your sales drop like crazy? What does that do to your months of inventory? Right. So what does that mean? Is it as bad as it seems, right? Because what happens if all of a sudden there's 8,000 sales in a month? Now what happens to the months of inventory? What happens, class? Anybody? Is anybody there? Okay, well, Dumb Money says number of listings divided by the number of monthly sales. LOL. Thank you, Dumb Money. And Derry wants to put more supply on. Daryl's putting on different supply. Not this garbage. I'm not putting more of this garbage shit on. Do you know what this supply is made up of, you dumb money fucker? Huh? Do you know? No, you just know how to be irritating as shit. Dumb Money is likely going to be the first person that I ban from my channels because he's just irritating the fucking piss out of me daily. Anyways, can we get somebody to, you know who I can get to confirm this? I'm going to get, okay, you know who I'm going to get to confirm this thing? Let's get Skynet to confirm how the stat works. One moment, please. Let me get Skynet on the line. All right, let's see. Hey, Skynet, you're on the air, on the Frankfort Report.
Aha, thanks for having me, Darryl. Hopefully I can live up to the Skynet name without taking over the world. What's on the agenda today?
I'd like to know exactly how they figure out months of inventory.
Sure thing. So, months of inventory is basically a measure of how long it would take to sell all the current listings on the market if no new listings came up. You just take the total number of active listings and divide it by the number of sales in a month. And the result tells you how many months it would take to clear out the inventory. It's a neat way to gauge whether it's a buyer's or a seller's market.
Where do we take the amount of listings from, and where do we take the amount of sales from?
Usually, that data comes from the local real estate board or MLS system. The number of active
No, 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 no,
listings.
no, no, no. I mean, like, do we take it from the previous month, the current month? What time period do we take the statistics for that we use for this formula?
Got it. So the number of active listings is typically taken as a snapshot of the current month's inventory, like the number of listings at the end of the month. The number of sales is usually the total from the previous month. So you're basically comparing the current inventory to the previous month's sales to figure out how long it would last.
Perfect. Okay, that's what I thought. You just proved that I am a genius. I appreciate your help.
Absolutely. Always happy to confirm your genius status. If you've got any more questions or if you want to dive into something else, just let me know.
Okay. Anybody else find that laugh a little creepy? Is it just me? Mr. Raffle is in the house, and man, is he awful. Awful James Raffle. Hello. Okay. Anybody else creeped out completely by Skynet laughing throughout that entire interview? Is it just me, or was that just absolutely cool and fucking strange? Okay, so what do we got? We have a whole bunch of inventory, right? We have a lot of inventory, but we also have virtually no sales. And when I say virtually no sales, especially if we're just using pre-construction inventory and just pre-construction sales, we're talking like, wasn't the stat like 118 pre-construction condos sold last month or something crazy? Do I have to go back to Skynet and see what the stats are? Anybody out there have an idea about these statistics so that I don't have to go back and face Skynet again? Ironic laugh, says Dina Gallus. Yes, your bad dad jokes are creepy. What bad dad joke did I tell? Did I tell a dad joke? I don't remember telling a dad joke. I mean, they do happen naturally. I am a dad, and I do tend to tell jokes. There you go. There's one. Zinger. No, that was horrible. Thank you. Have a nice day. All-knowing Skynet knows where the market is going, hence the creepy laughing. Oh, geez. Not in BC, apparently. What does that mean? Phone Steve Karish. No, you're just going to have to wait till he comes on our show next week, I think. Unless he calls in. I mean, he's welcome to call in. Why are you here, dumb money, you bastard? Why are you here? Huh? Why do you bother? Why are you everywhere? What do you do? Who are you? What's your purpose? Why are you always here to piss everybody off? What is the point? Do you have nothing better to fucking do with your goddamn life than to make your stupid fucking lists and be an asshole all day in every fucking comment section, except for Steve Karish, who is obviously the GOAT for some goddamn reason. I have no fucking idea why. No idea why. I have no idea why you guys watch half of these fuckers that you guys watch. I can't stand watching anybody anymore. It's the same shit. How do you watch these educational guys? What are you trying to learn exactly? Okay, from all these people that are doing what I'm doing. What are you watching this shit for? Dumb said sales heating up in BC. Oh, I got it. Yeah, who cares what he says? I think that guy should just fuck off. Annoying fuck. Piece of jerk bag fucker dick. Fuck off. Okay. I mean, who knows in 4 years? I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about right now. We're all the same. I don't know what you guys are talking about out there. Who's all the same? Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm not the same. You can't put me in the same box as all of you guys. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not selling nothing. And even if I am, I don't act like it, okay? Even if I am, it's like through osmosis. Anyways, Marco Peruzza, thoughts on Carney so far? Okay, hold on. Thoughts on Carney? This is why I don't check the chat, because it throws me off and it makes me mental. God damn fucking chat. Okay. Do I want to answer this? Thoughts on Carney so far? I don't know. I don't understand anything anymore. I'm so confused. How is that guy the prime minister? Does he have a seat in parliament? Can he go into that place yet and talk to people? I'm just like trying to stay out of everything, right? I'm just trying to stay out of everything right now. There's too much crazy shit going on. And I don't want to fucking pay it. That whole election, that whole election thing that we just pretended to all do together. You know, remember that election thing we just finished pretending to fucking all do together? That took a lot out of me because I thought finally, you know, we're going to get our Trump moment, right? Ooh. Well, I guess maybe that, I don't know what worked out in our favor. I thought Trump was good. Trump's a fucker. He's fucking around with everything. I don't even understand what the fuck's going on. I used to love Elon Musk. I got banned from Twitter, started hating him. Now I don't even know if he's even a fucking earthling anymore, okay? I don't know what's going on. I think Musk is an alien. Trump is a dick. Carney, I don't know what the fuck that guy is. He is an evil businessman. Okay, he's one of these billionaire evil businessmen who's now running a country. How is this happening? It's like all these billionaire businessmen are running countries. I liked it how it used to be, right? When they started off in politics and they were poor. Okay, they were poor. Then when they finished in politics, they were fucking wealthy. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to have all the power and wealth and technology and robots and everything and then get a whole bunch of power in politics. You're not supposed to be a real estate mogul worth billions of dollars whose uncle happened to be in the CIA and got control of Tesla's technology when he was suspiciously disappeared off of the planet. How is that possible that that's part of the whole storyline? Is anybody keeping up with anything that I'm saying? Or does it seem like I popped a few too many mushrooms and have gone bananas? Because it's not the case. These are real things that are out there, and I'm just bringing them up. Somehow, Trump's uncle, who was a CIA guy, which is weird, and I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk's dad is like connected to the CIA. I don't know. I don't know if any of this shit's true. I just know that I hear it. And when I hear it, sometimes I don't know if I should believe it because I don't know what the hell to believe anymore. I would say things that really should not be the truth tend to be the truth. And the things that should be the truth, they're just fucking bullshit. And I don't know if that made any sense. And I don't really care. It made sense to me, I think. Nothing really makes sense to me at the moment. I got to tell you, everything has gone fucking bananas. Now we got Iran and Israel. What the hell? What the hell is going on? That is some serious stuff going on there. We got all hell breaking loose all over the planet with regards to literally everything. And all everybody wants to do is talk about fucking real estate with me. All right, let's see. How are you able to build your new building in this retarded environment? Already sold your units. Aren't they going to go down in value? Where did you get this voice from, Plasma? Like, you went from saying gay 1,000 times every single comment, okay? You went from saying gay every single comment to like these well thought out questions, okay? What else did you say? Ow. Are you able... Oh, how... You just said the same thing twice. And then again. And then again. That's what streamers do, and you're a streamer. I don't know what the fuck you mean by that shit. Okay. I can build mine because mine is targeting a very, very different audience, a very, very different buyer, a very, 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 very different buyer who wants something very, very, very different. And generally, they want something that's unique. They want what they want and they get what they want. And what I have is what enough of them want that will make me very happy very soon. Because whether you want to believe it or not, and maybe it'll change, okay? I don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, goddamn, I just watched a video, and maybe we'll watch it together if anybody's still here, of a missile hitting Israel going through that Iron Dome, which is ironic because last night I went to my friend's house for dinner, and we kind of got into it because all of a sudden Israel attacked Iran. And you know, I started saying, like, why do people, I don't know how the fuck we got onto this shit, but why do people think that moving to Israel is a safe place to move? Like, that seems like the least safe place to move. But Israeli people are a little bit crazy. They grew up a little crazy, I think, because they kind of had to. You didn't ask about Israel. That's right. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so I'm able to build them because these people are fucking rich as fuck and they live in Forest Hill and they're getting old and they want to move into something else because they don't want their $18 million, 12,000 square foot house anymore. And they still love being in Forest Hill. And there are not very many options for that person because all the condos that are considered big are like 1,200 square feet. Okay? And they don't want that. They don't want that. So what do? They don't do anything. They wait until something like what I'm building comes along, right? And so because of the super location and because of the super team that's on this thing and because I listen and I have my ears out there and I have, you know, I do great research and I listen and I try and figure things out instead of just doing things the old way that works and is easy to do because that's the way it's done. I figured out what the hell people want and where at the right time, okay? Just fucking deal with it. Just fucking deal with it, okay? I'm a genius. I had good timing for once in my life. I didn't have horrible timing, okay? I have the right product at the right time, and that is a thing. And this is it. This is it. And it's going to go crazy. But that's how, because I can afford to charge people a ridiculous amount of money, right? And they're going to be willing to pay it because I'm going to make them a ridiculous product with a great, ridiculous team. The best team. The most unbelievable team. Okay? And that's just the case. Okay. I posted a rental ad last week. Okay, dumb money. We're not even listening to you. Nobody cares. Darryl, you're going off track into redacted history most Canadians don't know or too foolish to care. I'm sorry, Sheridan. I don't mean to do that. It's just in here. It's just in here. And there's no script on this show or whatever we're going to call this thing. Okay, things just fly out of my face. I don't know when. I don't know how. I got notes. I got things to show you guys if I get to them. And then you fuckers throw me off with this shit. I didn't ask about Israel. This old man. What the fuck does that mean? That seems all that is being built is the fancy low-rise condos. Where is all that being built exactly? Tell me. Where do you see all these low-rise fancy condos? Where? There's like 2. Where are they? Marco Peruzza is here. Did you say something already today, Marco? No, you did not. What's going on? Yes, you did. Thoughts on Carney. Right. You fucked me up with that. Now I'm angry about this. Darryl, can you talk about your profit margin? Many people say people are only getting single digits. Thoughts? It'd be foolish to talk about my profit margins, but I mean, if you wanted to call me, you could, and I would tell you some stuff. But they're pretty goddamn healthy, I got to tell you. But this is an anomaly. You understand? This is a location that commands the ultimate product that's possible. Okay? This is an area that commands giant suites. Like we're talking now probably under 18 suites. Okay? 3,000 square feet and up. Okay? This is what we're talking about here. Right? We're talking about in the $3,000 a square foot range. Okay. It could be more. It could be a little less. I don't know. There's going to be some units that sell in this thing for over $3,000 a foot, and there's going to be some that sell for a little bit under. I guess it depends where they are in the building. But that's the honest to God reality of the situation. And this is not me being stupid, and this is not me being crazy, and this is not me being delusional and making stuff up. I have a big announcement coming up in the next couple of weeks if we can, finalize terms on things. But I got the best team ever that's going to build this bloody thing. Okay? It is going to be so unbelievable. It is absolutely, it's going to be so amazing. I'm so happy that I get to do it because thank God, like this is the time where this is actually something that works, right? Because nothing else works. And you're going to start seeing more and more and more of these kind of buildings because everybody else finally realized because of this guy, right? Because of this guy. Because everybody watches my shows. Everybody who's anybody watches my shows. And everybody figured it out finally. This is where it's at. This is where it's at right now. And then that's going to get saturated. And then we move on to something else, okay? Because we're small. And we can maneuver, baby. We can find the next right thing. And we can be there. We can be there. We can do it better than anybody, right? And just wait. Just wait, guys. It's going to be amazing. But the margins are healthier than anything anybody's ever seen. I mean, a lot of I have a hard time telling people what I actually think, right? I got to dumb it down a lot. I find myself always dumbing stuff down because if I show them what I truly believe, they'll think I'm crazy, okay? The numbers will be like, wow, this is insane. But I can tell you, okay, I did a deal not very long ago, okay? If you want an idea of returns, okay, that I can generate. Well, no, I can't tell you this story. This is I just created a lot of value, okay? But I can't talk about it for like another 5 days. No, when are we closing? 6 days, okay? After that, I can talk about a whole bunch of other really cool shit that's happened in the last year. But I got 6 more days I got to wait to talk about it. But a few years ago, did a deal. We bought the property for there was 2 properties. We bought it for, I think the combined value was $8.7 million. I'm pretty damn sure that is the case. I think we've gone through this before. I bought the 2 properties for a combined value of $8.7 million. We put in an application to the city and got feedback, okay? And this entire process from beginning to end took about 3 years. The amount of equity in the deal, believe it or not, was $600,000. Okay? $600,000. Are you following me here? So we bought the properties for $8.7 million. And we put $600,000 in. 3 years later, we sold the property for $17 million. Not zoned. Not zoned at all. Just an application in. I think that company that bought it is going to be bankrupt soon. I know that one of their properties just went into receivership, was just put up for sale. But $600,000 and everybody made a boatload of money. So, I mean, what kind of return does that sound like? Now, we did spend some money in the middle there, of course. We didn't get to keep the whole 17 million minus 9, 8. We probably made about 6 million, 5 million there, 5 million on $600,000. So you do the math and you tell me what you think, if you're even here. But this is the kind of stuff you can do if you know planning, if you know about the planning. Okay? You got to know the planning before everybody else. And if you don't know the planning before everybody else, then you get caught with something, right? You get caught with shit that nobody wants at the time that nobody wants it. Like a whole bunch of guys out there, which is a disaster right now. Disaster, right? That's what streamers do, and you're a streamer. What am I doing? Am I selling? I'm not really selling. I'm telling people what I'm up to. Is that selling? I mean, you should go check out shrubs.me right now and sign up for a free account. It's great. Really, you should use a pro account for $10 a month. That's amazing. The stuff you could do with this system is unbelievable, right? This is what I'm using all the time just for my notes for the show. And I mean, that's like the most uncreative. Whoa, hello. This is the least creative way of using the system. I got to tell you. What is happening here, folks? What am I doing? Is it working? Did I screw this up? Okay, hold on. I think I screwed up everything. One moment, please. Have I messed up the whole broadcast? Is it over? Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Why does it say that the stream is over? Is nobody here? One moment, please. What's going on here? Is this working now? Can you see the shrub? There we go. This is my shrub for the Frankfort Report. But Shrubs also works like Dropbox and Google Drive. You can put all your files and stuff in it, just like this. Look at this. What's this? Oh, a layout. Yeah, we don't want to look at that right now. Anyways, go check out shrubs.me. Sign up for free. Do me a favor. It's in alpha right now. Okay, it's in alpha. And we are looking at the Frankfort Report Shrub, which is just my notes for today. Okay, Carney Trump deal, okay? This is what maybe, who was it, Peruzza wanted to talk about with Carney? Carney's colossal Canada-U.S. pact. Is this what you wanted, Mr. Peruzza? So this is a whole bunch of shit, right? Carney's colossal Canada-U.S. pact. It would give America first right of refusal on Canadian minerals. How did that happen? How did we go from like, fuck Trump, stand up for Canada, Canada first, elbows up. We're gonna go do business with everybody else and fuck the United States. We can't have all our eggs in one basket, right? This was the message, I think. Right? And we were all, isn't that the mandate that we gave this guy? Whoever voted for him? I don't know who voted for him. I don't know what mandate he has. All I know is that this guy is leading us into oblivion. Apparently, okay, here, ready? Canada has been the crucible for Donald Trump's rambunctious trade and foreign policy. America's president had his northern neighbor in his sights before he was even inaugurated. As world leaders flocked to Alberta on June 15th, that's in 2 days, for the G7 summit, Canada is on the verge of cementing its place in the vanguard of Trumpian geopolitics. What the fuck does that even mean? It may soon become the first country to emerge from the bewildering... Who wrote this shit? The bewildering thicket of tariffs and threats with a sweeping new pact on security and trade. Caprice has been Mr. Trump's calling card. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, this son of a bitch apparently made a deal with the United States that gives them the first right of refusal on everything. Access to minerals is not the only thing Mr. Carney is offering. On the campaign trail, he said Canada would spend the equivalent of 2% of GDP. What just happened there? Okay. Canada would spend the equivalent of 2% of GDP on defense by 2030. On June 9th, he announced... This is not working. June 9th, he announced a dramatic acceleration saying Canada would in fact hit 2% by March 2026 by spending an extra $9.3 billion. Nothing major. Most of which will go on recruitment and increasing soldiers' pay. Bull fucking shit. That's where that money's going. Bull fucking shit is what I say. Are you with me? Are you saying bull fucking shit, or is it just me? It's just me, because no one is here anymore. Everybody has left the building. Nobody is still listening to this nonsense. And why would you? Why would you? Rent strike 2.0 is soon. Okay. Darryl, honestly, wish you all the best with your condo project. Way smarter than building 400 square foot condos. Thank you. Appreciate that. What's going to be the maintenance fee on these? LOL. Plasma, the maintenance fees will be gigantic, okay? You're talking about valet service, concierge service, porter service, 24/7 security, and all kinds of other unbelievable services that wealthy people want and wealthy people need. Get yours today, will you? Okay. What do we got going on? Rent strike 2.0 is soon. Okay. 30% or we is the standard. Yeah. Okay. Great. Not 33 years. No idea what that means. Should Canada adopt a absolutely 1031 style exchange? Wasn't Polyev talking about something like that? What happened to that guy? Where is that fucking guy? That Polyev guy just fell off the earth, right? Just fell off the goddamn earth. And what happened? Nobody gives a shit. Planning Bitcoin Pizza Day. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? All right, I'm out. Maybe your next stream will be less garbage. I probably will not plasma. Oh, less gay. I added garbage. It won't be less garbage, and it won't be less gay. So, you know, if you don't like it, you can go hang out with Dumb Money, that motherfucker. We are here. Thank you, Sheridan Forbes. Thank you for being here. Yes, says Marco Peruzza to something. Sheridan Forbes, you Carney lovers got played. Where are the Carney lovers? D. Trent is here. Hello, Mr. Trent. How are you? I believe you won your bracket in the... Did everybody go vote? Go to the Canadian Real Estate Show and go check out the post and go vote for your favorite commenters, okay? We got the best commenters in the world on that show, and we put up a bunch of brackets. So go vote for your bracket so we can move on to the next round. The top two people in each bracket move on to the next round. So go and vote, please. Okay, everybody's showing their appreciation and affection and admiration for D. Trent, the G of the comment section of Canadian real estate shows. I thought there was a housing shortage, he says. That's right, there was, but now there isn't. Look how quickly months of inventory can pile up, D. Trent. All of a sudden, just boom, right? No manipulation in that chart whatsoever. No thinking whatsoever. Just boom. You still got the Muppet Boiler Room. Thank the Lord I have you guys, because you know what? I don't know what I would do without you, quite honestly. Hey, Darryl, read your Substack, bro. Sorry. What does that mean? Does that mean my Substack was bad? You didn't like my Substack? What does this mean, Lawrence Winterburn? Winter is coming. Winterburn is coming. Lawrence Winterburn is coming. Are you guys still thinking my prediction will never come true? No one ever said your prediction would never come true, although I don't think it will ever come true. I think it's taken an awful long time for your prediction to come true, though. Marco Peruzzo says, yeah. What did I ask him? Shit. You better not, says D. Trent. Fuck. I don't know what everybody's talking about anymore. I'm counting on D. Trent. Looking good. Okay. Dina, are we in the second? Okay. It won't be less gay. Maybe a little more they, them energy. What a great idea. Thank you. It's the perfect time for a little pick-me-up for everybody here. And if you're new to the show, this is the perfect time for you to join us. It's time, everybody, for a little bit of the they, them energy. And I don't know what's going to happen with the volume, so if it's fucked up, I apologize.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
There you go. Drop the mic. I honestly, like, how does that not make you feel better? Did you do it? Okay? Because if you don't do it, it doesn't do anything. You got to move. Part of it's the movement, okay? If you didn't do it last time and you're not feeling better about things, we're going to do it one more time together. What do I got to do to avoid this motherfucker, for God's sakes? All the time.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
Oh, I mistimed it. I do apologize. I mistimed the mic drop and the ending of that. Oh, I feel better. Thank you. Thank you to whoever suggested that. I appreciate that. Marco Peruzza. It's always time for a little they, them energy, right? Especially here in Toronto, where our mayor is got a little bit extra of that they, them powder in her pouch. Oh my God, D. Trent. Love you. Okay, there's something going on between Dina and D. Trent. Lawrence Winterburn is here. Grief from the banks, he says. Grief from the banks, says Lawrence Winterburn. What kind of grief, Lawrence? What kind of grief are we speaking of with thee at thy moment? About Pierre and the 1021 exchange. Correct. Yes. Where'd that guy go? Late 2000s pricing by the end of 2027. D. Trent. I knew it was going to take time. Yes, you did. Foch thinks I'm right. Well, that's good. The youngest guy in Canadian real estate is in agreement with you. That's fantastic. Who gives a shit what he thinks? What? Who gives a shit what he thinks? Do you really? Who cares? He apologized. It's gonna. Why back to 2000? Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Really? Another 2 years of this fucking hogwash? You think so? Really? That many shitty condos on the market is really going to affect the entire market? Maybe. I mean, I'm fucking wrong all the time. He apologized. Big fucking deal. Marco, thumbs up. Great. Your appraiser, Banks Titan. You wrote the article. Oh, that. Bro, I write like at least 2 articles a week that I put out. I don't even know how many articles I actually write in a week, right? Good article, a little rushed. What the fuck, bro? How do I ban people from this place? What if I press this button? What happens? Nothing? What's the point of these 3 dots here if I can't do anything with them? God damn it. Are you giving me constructive criticism on my own fucking show? Who? How dare you, Lawrence Winterburn? Off with his head, you bastard! I'll have something done to you that you will not enjoy. God damn it. It was a great article. It's not supposed to be long and thought out. You son of a bitch. 50% to go, Darryl. God damn it. I hope you're fucking wrong, D. Trent, you son of a bitch. I hope you are wrong. You know what? As long as I get out okay, I'm fine. Okay? Everybody else can go fuck themselves. Nobody helped me when I got fucked back in 2009. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody. Especially the motherfuckers that I keep bailing out and helping out all the time. You know who you are, you fucker. You're not watching this. You're too fucking self-absorbed to watch this, motherfucker. While you guys are sitting there enjoying yourselves, what is it, like you having dinner? Are you watching the baseball game? Maybe we should put on the baseball game. You guys want to watch the baseball game in the background? Do I have any baseball fans here? Is there anybody here from Toronto? Is everybody out west? This is the wrong time for this show. I think everybody is not in Toronto. Is there anybody from Toronto here? Am I saying Toronto? I'm not even saying Toronto right. Is there anybody here? Well, you know what? If you're here, like something, press something, subscribe to something, ideally something on this channel. Please. Thank you. You don't have to, okay? You don't, just do it. You don't have to want to. All right. Darryl never did nothing for me. What the fuck? I've been editing for a month, says Lawrence Winterburn. What are you editing? Do you have a YouTube channel? Are you a TikToker? Lawrence Winterburn has been editing for a month. Okay. Did you see the CMHC report about 75% of condos being cash flow negative? Can you Google search it and bring it up? Sure thing, buddy. But this is old news, just so you know. One moment, please. I am copying and pasting something into Google as we speak. Let's see what comes up. Here it is. Boom. Your wish is my command. I think this is old news. No? When did this come out? July 26, 2024. Bro. What? Why are we talking about this? Is there a new article? Is there something that we didn't know already in here? What did you want? Why are you ruining my show, God damn it? What are you thinking? Marco, this is old news, bro. I even said it. All right. What do you want to know about it? When the hell did you ever try and buy did you ever try and buy a condo in Toronto? Okay. Did you ever try and buy a condo in Toronto looking at it as an investment in the last decade? If you did, you're not even an investor, because like real investors knew that like you couldn't make it work unless you put in 50% of the money. And who the fuck does that in real estate? There's a million better, higher leveraged deals that you could do. Like a million. So they've been fucked forever. Forever. I've been editing for a month, okay? 70% off peak. It's on the record. People laughed when I said rents were going to crash. They're crashing. They're not crashing. They're going down. Stop being so dramatic. Is D. Trent gay? You're awfully dramatic, D. Trent. 30% so I can buy. Are you a woman? You're either a woman or you're gay, because you're super dramatic. 30% so I can buy what I want cash. Okay. Not sure I'll be able to hold off once I can. What are you guys talking about? Oh, 30%. Got it. I'm not wrong. I'm going to get very, very bad. What the fuck? Darryl never did nothing for me. Okay. Was I supposed to do something for me? 3 hacked websites. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Post haste. Toronto condo sales dropped 75%, leaving investors bleeding. Okay, this? Hold on. I don't know what the hell this is. Why didn't this come up before then? God damn it. Okay, here it is. Your wish is my command. When did this come out? 13 years ago? No, that came out today. Okay, here we go. Ready? We're going to read this together. I have not seen this because I was busy working. Unlike you guys. What do you guys do for a living? For Christ's sakes, that you can watch this shit all the time. Forget about the fact that I can do it all the time. That's different. Jesus. Jabus. Okay. Toronto condo sales dropped 75%, leaving investors bleeding cash, CMHC says. Like, we all know this already. This is just this is cheap writing. Views. Condominium sales are plummeting in Canada. Condominium sales are plummeting in Canada's 2 main markets, with the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corp, CMHC, warning that investors' profitability has flown out the window. A report from the CMHC released Monday said that condo sales in Toronto and Vancouver were down 75% and 37%, respectively, from 2022 to the end of the first quarter of 2025. These condo markets were on a roll up until 2022. Does anybody not know the story here? What are we doing, Peruzza? What's the deal, bro? In Toronto, where the market weakness is the most pronounced, pre-construction inventory was 14% higher in the first quarter so you see this? Than in 2022. It would take almost 6 years to sell at the current pace of deals. See, it's the pace of deals that's the real fucking problem. I mean, yes, there's a lot of inventory, and that's not good. But I don't know why we're wasting our time with this article. Everybody, if you're here and you don't already know what this thing is talking about, then you're not listening. You're not paying attention when I talk. What are you here for? To just fucking chat around me while I yap it up? I don't understand you guys. Okay, so you saw it. I got it. Thank you. Michael Pham, you're in the Netherlands? Did we know this? Did we know Michael Pham was in the Netherlands? Or are you just like on vacation? Real investors can count. Yes, Lawrence. Thank you. D. Trent. Darryl, when did you originally get into the real estate market? What year? Like, how? Like as a business? How did I get into it? What year? Or like, when did I buy my first property? What are you asking me? Fammy. Oh, right. You're saying hi to Michael Pham. Got it. Had all 3 sites hacked 2 months ago. What are the 3 sites? Are they your sites? What are we talking about? Guys, if you're going to put something in the chat, you got to understand. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. So you got to speak English first. Okay. You could try French. I may understand some of it, okay? We won't go into my trauma and my childhood French immersion right now, okay? Hey, Charlotte's here. Hello. Michael Pham's on vacation in the Netherlands. Why? The only reason that anybody used to have to go out that way was to smoke weed in Amsterdam. But now you can get it everywhere. Hi, Charlotte. Everybody's saying hi, Charlotte. Look how famous and popular Charlotte is. She's like maybe up there with D. Trent. Okay, let's see. What am I answering right now? When did I buy my first property? Like for my house? My first property? I bought it in 1999. Why do you ask? Was that the first property I bought? Yeah, that's my first property. Yeah. I bought my first property, I think it was in 1999. Yes. It was a brand new pre-construction home at in Thornhill Woods at Bathurst and Highway 7 here in, I guess it was Vaughan. Bonjour. BC market is falling. Victoria and Vancouver have more inventory since Clinton was president. Michael Jordan just won his last championship. Okay, so you got your answer. I bought my first house, I think it was 1999. If it wasn't 1999, it was 1998. No, maybe it was 2000. It was either 1999 or 2000. Okay, because we got married in 2001 and it was late. We had to go move into an apartment because I did not want to live with my fucking parents. I didn't want to be married and live with my fucking parents. And as much as I didn't want to live in my parents, I wanted to live with her parents even less. Maybe that's not true. No, I wanted to live with my parents even less, and I did not fucking want to live with her parents for a millisecond. So what ended up happening? Well, funny enough, a few years later, her parents ended up moving in with us. But that's a story for another time, I think. It's probably a pretty good fucking story. Probably not one that I should be sharing on this podcast at the moment. I have to think about whether or not that should be out there because, I mean, that could not end well. Anyways, they lived with us for a while. I tried desperately not to live with them, and we didn't. We rented a place while we waited for our house to be ready. We got married in June of 2001, and I think we moved in probably around January of 2002. 2002. And so we probably would have bought it in 2000 if I'm guessing. And wow, what a beauty this thing was. Not really. if I remember correctly, and let me see. Let's see if I remember correctly. You guys want to see what the first house I ever bought was? Let's go to Mr. Frankfort. Can you tell us all if Canada is going to draft people for the coming World War III? That's an interesting question. Excuse me. Is Canada gonna... I wouldn't put it past these motherfuckers to try and draft people. Maybe that's the thing that actually breaks the... That's the straw that breaks the camel's back? Yeah, that makes some sense, actually. Now that I think about that saying, that thing makes some sense. That saying actually makes some fucking sense. The straw that broke the camel's back. I get it now. Okay. What am I saying? Okay. That might be interesting. I don't fucking know. I wouldn't put it past these bastards to do anything. I'll tell you, though, if we start talking about that, that has got to be when I get the fuck out of here. Not that they're going to draft me. I can't even run the first base without blowing a quad, for God's sakes. That's a story for another day. We really got to get the baseball game going. Can you guys hold on 1 second, please? 1 second. Are you guys going to be okay if I just kind of have the baseball game going on in the background? Is that good? Is that good? Is that bad? Are you guys ball fans? I'm just going to have it here in the background. Are you guys okay with that? Let's see. What's going on? Uh-oh. It doesn't look good. Hold on. No, it does not look good. All right. Well, I apologize. Oh, you can't see it. It's blacked out. Genius. These bastards. Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, we're in trouble, folks. Jays are not doing so good. What was I just talking about? Okay, my first house. You want to see my first house, everybody? Let's see. This is the first house that I ever bought. How do I find it? House Sigma? Yeah, let's go to House Sigma. Here, I can share the screen with you guys. What's going on here? My account. I'm in. Am I in? Am I logged in? I'm logged in. Okay, map search. Where the hell? Oh, okay. What was the address? 63 Bentwood. There it is. That's it. Confirm login. How? Confirm. There it is. I sold it for $420. That's the last time it's sold? They thought I was crazy. Oh my God, look at this. My wife painted this. Wow. Kayla. I'm gonna send you this. This is great. You have pictures of this? From when we sold it? Oh my God, this house looks so good. Now look what they're saying it's worth. 1.4 fucking million. I bought this thing for $286,000. And I sold it 2 years after we moved into it because it was already getting a little small for us. Look at that. Yeah. Sold in September 2004 for $420. Bought it for $286. That was an upgrade because here, hold on a sec. Can I? Oh no, why is it so small? Can I? Hold on a sec. Let me see. Can you see this? That used to be my business, selling these address stone things. Is anybody actually still here? Can you guys see what I'm doing? Is anybody still here? Are we having a good time? Oh boy. Hello. That didn't work out so good. Okay, so this was my first house. 63 Bentwood Crescent. Yeah, $286. That included $5,000 because it backs onto a park. And it had this little pathway to the park beside it, which turned out to not be a great thing. But, oh yeah, there's my father-in-law's car. That was my car. I had a Infinity, what was it called? Infinity G35. Oh, I love that fucking car. This thing ripped like a son of a bitch. Not as fast as this thing. That was the Lexus SC430. Remember that thing? With the hard top convertible? Oh, that thing was fast. Anyways, yeah, bought this thing off of Beaver Hall Homes. Does anybody give a shit? Is anybody still here? Yeah, a couple people still here. That's okay. All right. Well, we're checking out my first house. Deal with it if you want to. And if you don't want to, deal with it. 1-car garage, 3-bedroom. I believe it was 1,980 square feet. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, I got to zoom out a second. How many square feet was this bad boy? Designer's house. You see, my wife, she's a designer. Blah, blah, blah. Did we have any upgrades? I don't think we upgraded anything. Okay, where does it say size? Is 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It's got to be on here somewhere. Size doesn't show. I think we did all this on purpose because it felt bigger than it was. I am a genius when it comes to selling real estate, you know. There's some tricks up my sleeve, bro. Okay, this was our dining room. See, there's the front door. We had a circular staircase here. A big fucking waste of space when you think about it in hindsight. Went downstairs to a little landing. There's a powder room in here and this wall. That's our wedding picture. Look at all this beautiful furniture we got. My father-in-law used to own Decorium, so that came in very handy. This was before we realized that carpet was disgusting. Okay, carpet was gross. Oh, yeah, we built this bench seat here. Right, I remember. Oh, my God. I used to sit here on this. We had cushions here. I'd read to my daughter when she was really little. Oh, my God, that's crazy. We literally never used this bike. This was for decoration purposes only. There's like the master bedroom was right here. And I feel like there was a closet somewhere because that just makes sense. Look at this. This whole thing was hand painted by my wife while she was pregnant. I did the road. I took the sponge and I did all these little stones, but my wife did everything else. And she went all the way around the room. All 4 walls were covered with nursery rhyme murals. Look, it's like, who are these guys? Rapunzel? And, no, this is, what are they called? The ones that go to, shit. This is from Little Red Riding Hood? I don't know who the fuck those two are. I gotta ask my wife. Obviously, the little old lady who lived in the shoe. There was like a clock, I remember. Oh, my God. Hickory dickory dock. That was our kitchen. Look at how kitschy it was. What a kitschy kitchen. What a kitschy kitchen. Oh, my God, I'm embarrassed. Look at all this shit up on top here. I'm embarrassed. Look, what cute little backyard. Oh, my God, I literally just threw out a couple of these chairs. I still have this ottoman. I have these ottomans. They're sitting on the side of my house. I just threw some of this shit out like really recently. That's fucking funny. All right, well, that was my first house, everybody. My first house. I made some money selling that thing in a couple of years. Then I bought another house. And that was it. Then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose when I bought the next house. Anyways, all right, let's see. What's going on here before I check out of here, because I have checked out already. Well, something is classified. Okay. Didn't something similar happen in Port? Okay. This is the best channel. D. Trent, thank you. I love you. You drive me nuts sometimes, but we have a thing, right? We got a thing. Dina Gallus says, Darryl, you said you were going to show us your first house. Show us. I live in that area. You saw it. There it is. There it is. Charlotte, probably nicer than my first house. Marco Peruzza. Darryl, I live at 63 Bentwood Crescent. What? Oh, my God. What? Charlottetown. Are all those for sale? What? No way. Are you fucking around? D. Trent? I mean, Marco Peruzza? You live there? What are you talking about? Whack News Network. Will you hire your chat room to do some contracting on one of your projects? We can obviously do it all, so don't ask for credentials. Sounds legit. I'm in. Where do I sign? Can I give you triple the budget right now? And I'll pay you all in advance, if you don't mind. Yeah, D. Trent, I have retrofitted it for all the refugees Canada has let in. Marco, guess you're happy to have a 1.4 primary, eh? But look out, 2,000 prices coming, LOL. What the hell is this stream about? No clue. Is it supposed to be about something? I mean, it was supposed to be about something, but it generally ends up about this. Licorice. Dumb money. Come back for more. What the fuck, man? I love how they stage these roach motels now. All AI staged. Once you actually see what the place looks like, you run away. The oldest trick in the book. Bait and switch. What the fuck? T. Trump hopes the best for dumb money. Why? He's an annoying bastard. I don't have any black licorice. I don't know what to do about that. What I do know, dumb listing boom. Darryl, can you start an OnlyFans or Only Hammers? I'm going to need an explanation on this. I'm going to need to understand what the hell that means. I will gladly start an OnlyFans. I have something better. I will start a shrub. What do you want to see in my paid access shrub? Did anybody go check out shrubs yet? Actually, yeah, no. You know who did? And I appreciate it so much. Awful James Raffle went and signed up, and he tried an account. Raffle, we got to talk, bro. Thank you. If you're still watching, appreciate that. I need to know what you think. It's in alpha, and I need input. I need people's input. I need to know what you think. I need to know what you think. Everybody, if you're still here, thank you. If you're not, thank you. If you come back ever again, thank you. If you're dumb money, go away. Stop bothering me. You're annoying as all hell. I want to see you. I'm not sure what this means, and I don't know that I want to find out. So you all